Well, good evening, folks. It's Richard here. It's evening time right now, and I'm waiting for some fish to move in right through here on this point. And today, I'm going to be fishing with a Double Jig Rig. Now, what's unique about this rig, if I get hung up out there on a long cast, by me using 4-pound test line, in all probability, I'll lose 2 jigs instead of 1. Let's catch some crappie. Well, I'll tell you something. I've got a pair of Bobby Garlands tied on here, and they're about, they're about a foot apart. Blue ice with a 1/32 ounce jig head on the top and a 1/32 ounce jig head on the bottom. And I've tied the bottom with a trilene knot, and this one right here, a loop knot. And I have about 3/4 of an inch slack is all. I'm using a Cadence CR7, 6'3" medium light, extra fast tilt. That'll get me a long cast out. I need to throw straight out just as far as I can now, folks. Just bomb it out there. And that's the reason I'm using this double jig rig, so I can get that long cast. And I'm going to be throwing into about 10 feet of water. Okay, now the line I'm using is 4-pound test Mr. Crappie, the Walmart type, good type, and I'm using a Mitchell 300 right here. It's got 8 ball bearings, big spool, which will allow me to get that long cast. But let's make a cast way out here. Now I'm past the drop, the actual drop, about 40 foot. So I'm going to pick that rod up, hold it up high, about a 10 o'clock position, and just reel those jigs. When I'm using double jigs like this, it's not really necessary to put any action except for just a wind. Plenty of action to get that strike. Okay. Maybe the boats will settle down right here and we'll catch us a fish. Now that was a long cast. I'm gonna let that jig fall to around 6 feet, or jigs. Pick it up. Now I'm watching for that thump. I guarantee you I got my eyes peeled on that line. There he is. Now that one might be a little better fish. We'll get down here with him in just a second. He hit the bottom jig. Golly, a lot better fish. This is a little different kind of video, folks, but bank fishing is a lot of fun. Look at there, what a crappie. We can get down here with him down these old steep rocks. You got to have these Converses on getting these, walk these rocks here. But there he is. Sorry about the shaking, but the double jig rig. Black crappie. A good one too, about 11.5 inches long, probably 11 and a half. Let's let it go. On back. There he goes. Yep. This is one of them places, even when they bed early in the morning or late in the evening, it's the only time you can catch them. Getting a lot of bites out there, but they're bluegill. Bluegill bites. We'll get a crappie right here in a minute. There he is too. The minute's up. It's a good one. It's a real good one, folks. I have caught 2 at one time doing this before. Y'all have too if you fish the double jig rig. We may have 2 on here. I don't know, unless it's just a big crappie. May just be just a super dog. Yeah, it is. It's just a big crappie. Big black crappie. I'm getting the best angle shots as I can. If I'm not doing a good job, y'all, let me know. These rocks is pretty steep. Oh, don't get off. We want everybody to see you. You're a big one. Come on. Don't it? Look at there. My goodness. What a fish. Bottom jig again. Let's put it back right here. The reason, go on back in there, boy. Now the reason I'm using the weedless jig on the bottom, which I've done mentioned, I think, the bottom jig is always going to be lower than the top jig, if y'all can see that in the water. Now, I kept getting hung up. So I just went ahead and put my weedless jig on the bottom, and that hook's bent from a crappie. There we go. I have to put a little harder hook set than I normally do. When I have a weed guard, I just go ahead and put a little bit harder than I normally would. That's a pretty good one. He's on the top. He's on the top like a bass. Today I'm overly excited, folks. So pardon the video. I get overly excited. Let's get on down here with him. It's a good fish. My goodness. They're all good ones. Quit. Right here we'll be able to let him swim away and be able to watch him. Black crappie. That one's probably around 12 inches, I imagine. Okay. Let's let him go right here. He's tired, tuckered out. Whoa. Let's catch another one. Golly. He's way out there. I believe it's a pretty good fish, though. I hope y'all can see. Y'all see that? Now, he done just exactly like a bass. Shaking that head. You don't like that hook in your nose, do you? Sorry about that, folks. My goodness. I knew I was going to catch a Jim Dandy, and there he is. That is a Jim Dandy. Look at there. How big y'all think that fish is? I don't have any idea. That's nice. Let's let him go. Let's see if we can watch him swim off. That's a SLAB daddy right there. Okay. Goodness. I'm just like a kid when it comes to fishing. I'm going to throw back out in yonder again, see if we can catch our another one. There's another. Oh my goodness. Look here. This is a good one. I hope this camera's picking this up. I don't believe I've ever stayed out this late to fish on video. Doggone good one right here. That's a hog just wallering out there. Can't hardly move this fish. Look at that thing just wallering. Let's go get him. That's what we do. My goodness, that's a slab, folks. Look here. Oh my goodness. Now that's a slab. Late afternoon, just about dark, slab fish, sockeye. Hey, speck. What else can we call him? Crappie. My goodness, let's let that fish go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at there. That son of a gun's way over, quite a bit over 2 pounds. Goodbye. You know, I don't know what to say about it. Tell you the truth. Now, folks, I caught them fish yesterday afternoon, and I didn't have time to do an outro or explain what happened there. I had a window of opportunity of about 30 minutes to catch those fish. Now, I knew those fish were spawning on that point. There was a few beds, and I knew those fish were spawning out a long cast. I had to fire these 2 baits out just as far as I possibly could. Most of the bites happened on the end of the cast or a few feet after the cast. So a double jig rig is good fishing from the bank where you have to really make a long cast to reach beds. Another thing about this is points. Points are great places for crappie to bed when they're spawning. But a lot of times you have windows of opportunity early in the morning, a couple hours after daylight, and usually a couple hours before dark. But these fish didn't decide to bite until about 30 minutes before dark. So this video, I had to really fish and fish hard to catch those fish. The reason why it took them so long to move in is because the wind was blowing directly at me into the point, and there's a lot of boat traffic. It was right there by our boat ramp. And sometimes what these fish do on points, and by the way, it's important for points to have sand on them, or anywhere where crappie spawns in the Tennessee River, sand is very important. They love it. They don't like muddy bottoms. It needs to be a sandy bottom so they can make their dish. But that's something a little bit different. But anyhow, I had 30 minutes to catch these fish, so there's a lot of movement in this video, and I apologize, but I had to really fish and fish hard and quick. I didn't have much time to catch them. But the double jig rig is effective fishing drop-offs. I used to use it a whole lot, covering a lot of water by fishing the drop-offs, especially drop-offs that had stump or cover of that nature. You can cover a lot of water, and sometimes you can catch 2 crappie on 1 cast, and I've done it many times, but I didn't in this video because there wasn't many fish there. You know, they just wasn't a whole lot of them. But I want to thank y'all very much for watching, all the great comments, and thank you for all the support that y'all have given on this channel. It means a lot to me. It just fascinates me that we've come this far. Yes, it's been a lot of work, but well worth it because and remember,